before we get started, I want to say a couple things right quick. Monday Night Football, about that was horrible for everyone to watch. I didn't see the hit, and it's hard to imagine, but still, with Damar Hamlin dealing with a situation like this and T. Higgins, it sucks to have to hear about it. And because I was watching a live stream while I was at work of the Bills and Bengals game from Tom Grassi, and Twitter kept blowing up, and I kept getting notifications on updates and everything, and I was like, oh my god, this is just brutal. It was this. I had to hold back this video out of respect. So, I'm gonna put in the description 3 links. One is, of course, Damar Hamlin's Toy Drive charity, Chasing Adams Foundation, which is an amazing charity. It went from $12K from when he got before the whole situation to now $7 million, which is amazing. I love you guys in the community. If you guys can still support, that'd be amazing. If not, just share any of these links that I'll put in the description. Another one is for T. Higgins, for My Cause, My Cleats. Honestly, don't remember what it is, but I'll still have it in the description. But disclaimer, though, don't write any hateful comments or anything about T. Higgins and canceling the game in general. That's just ridiculous. Player safety comes first, and that's why I want to see in the league. And the last one is for a content creator who is for a link to a content creator's channel who I never met, I've never been knowing about, but one of my inspirations, Your Name Tree, has done a show with him called The Dumpster Fire. His name is Uche. He was a former guard for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Collapse of a heart attack the same day Damar Hamlin got hit. Knowing that I've never seen his work, but I do want to support him, and I have followed his channel, and I hope you guys can help his family get him the silver plaque, the YouTube plaque that you get for reaching 500,000 subscribers. I'll put a link down there too. But with that out of the way, let's get started, shall we? Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Angry Cheesehead Podcast. I am your host, the Angry Cheesehead, and today we are going to be talking about the total ass whooping we put on the Minnesota Vikings, 41-17. And let's go over this game, because with Washington losing to Cleveland, thank you, Cleveland, you can go home now. All we had to do was win out, and we're in. And there was a lot of nervousness from me about this game. I obviously I was watching it, but I held my chin up high, but I had a lot of doubts. But I was shocked to see the performance that was displayed. And wow, the Vikings are definitely frauds. I was correct. They keep getting bailed out in games, and guess what? The Packers didn't bail them out. Let's start off with the specifics. Let's start off with the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 15 for 24, 159 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Pretty okay performance from Rodgers, but mainly that's not where the game lies. A lot of rushing yards were being put. Well, not really a lot, but still pretty good. Aaron Jones was leading Green Bay rusher for 14 carries for 111 yards, no touchdowns. But A.J. Dillon did score a touchdown, 12 carries for 41 yards and a tutty. Rodgers even got to have a run himself, 1 carry for 2 yards that resulted in a touchdown. That was amazing. And first half, we were pretty much demolishing. We only held the Vikings up in the first half to 3 points, which, knowing at halftime, I was like, please do not be Indianapolis. Please do not be Indianapolis. And guess what? We weren't Indianapolis. We just kept wrecking him and wrecking him and wrecking him. I don't know what happened, but Joe Barry pretty much just knocked it out of the water. And I'm sorry, I had to interrupt that before I got to the receiving core. The receptions, Alazar was the leading receiver for 5 receptions for 59 yards. Robert Tonyan got 3 receptions, 52 yards, and a touchdown. And that's not where most of the score lies, but it's just interesting to see a good start from the offense. It's chugging along a little bit, but then you go into, first off, the special teams. Keyshawn Nixon, 105-yard return. After the Vikings, literally, after Greg Johnson put it away, Keyshawn Nixon came from the end zone, returned it for 105 yards for a touchdown. That got him Special Teams Player of the Week. First one since Week 3 against the Buccaneers for Pat O'Donnell. And, man, seeing that, it was amazing, an amazing improvement since he got off a groin injury for a 90-yard return that nearly got a touchdown but only gave us 3 points. But still, an amazing performance right there. Defense, though, they pretty much had an amazing night. Adrian Amos got a pick. Darnell Savage got a pick 6. Rudy Ford got a pick. And, of course, we forced a fumble from Kenny Clark. Amazing. And Zadarius Smith didn't even get that much at all, which is great to see. There were no pressures on their end. Not a whole lot of pressures on their end. We held up Zadarius Smith real well. As for Jaire, which is the reason why I'm wearing this jersey, Jaire, let's get into the offense first before we hit that. Kirk Cousins, 18 for 31, 205 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Other than the interceptions, still okay, about the same level as Rodgers, but interceptions made it worse. And then Nick Mullins came in, 4 for 4, 57 yards. Also a touchdown because, we decided, hey, we're going to be nice. We're going to relax a bit towards the end because we did give him 14 points at the end. Alexander Madison was the leading rusher with 8 carries for 38 yards. Kirk Cousins got 3 carries to 37, and Dalvin Cook got only 9 carries for only 27 yards. Amazing work by the run defense. And then you go to the receiving core. Jalen Naylor was the leading receiver. 3 receptions for 89 yards and a touchdown. KJ Osborne got the other touchdown from 7 receptions for 59 yards. TJ Hawkinson, the leading tight end. 7 except for it's 7 receptions, 59 yards, and no touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, not much, 2 for 17. And Adam Thielen held 1 for 16. And then Jaire, the reason why I'm wearing this jersey, Jaire held Justin Jefferson for 1 reception, 15 yards. That's comedy right there. I fucking love it. But in all seriousness, overall, this is just an amazing performance by Green Bay Packers on all ends, mainly on the defense and special teams. This was the defense that I wanted to see early on the season, and I'm still upset that it didn't come early on the season. That could have locked us up in a playoff spot already, but I am proud that they're coming in at the right time and that they were able to put up against the division champion and the formerly number 2 seed. And, of course, Vikings got a lot of salt in them. They kept coming up with the excuses like, oh, the field is so wet. I mean, of course, we played on the same field, so we weren't complaining a whole lot. But all the balls were deflated, all that junk, and oh, we didn't need this loss. We didn't need this win anyway. Yeah, you did. Otherwise, San Francisco wouldn't have taken your 2nd seed. Now you're down to the 3rd, and Dallas is real close behind you. Just say it, because they have a tiebreaker against you. But anyway, enough said. right now, so where are the Packers? The Packers now have one game left. At home against Detroit on Sunday Night Football. And it's going to be real tense. Of course, Seattle and Detroit are still in for the playoffs, or still trying to get in for the playoffs. To take that 7th seed away from Green Bay, all Seattle needs to do is for Green Bay to lose and then to win against the Rams. Detroit needs Seattle to lose to the Rams and beat Green Bay, and Green Bay just needs to win. That's it. Because the Packers control their own destiny. If they can win against Detroit, it don't matter how well Seattle does, we'll get that 7th seed because we have a better conference record than the Seahawks. We had more wins in the NFC conference than they did. But overall, the Packers are starting to get electric. They're at 8-8 right now. They're at 500. Let's see if they can get above 500 and make it into the postseason, where it's going to be challenging. You still got the Vikings still in. Then, of course, you got the Eagles, who are trying to fight for a number 1 seed. You got the Niners that are in there. You got the Cowboys that are in there. The Giants already clinched. Who else clinched? Tampa Bay already clinched too. That's right, because they clinched the NFC South because Panthers decided to choke it. But, yeah, in the end, there are a lot of teams that want to knock us out, and we just got to fight hard and make it in. But that's just me. Here's to hope that we can make it in, and maybe the package can go to Super Bowl after all. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, as I said in the opening, I will put the links down in the description. Until next time, guys, this is the Angry Cheesehead saying, go Pack, go. Let's go get into the playoffs.